Hey, folks over 70, are you tired of waking up with stiff, aching joints that make every step a struggle? If arthritis pain is stealing your joy, listen up. What if I told you that three simple plant based proteins could soothe your inflammation, ease your pain, and help you move like you did years ago? No drugs, no side effects, just natural foods you can find at any grocery store. Ready to take back your mornings? Let's get started. This video is all about helping you live pain-free and vibrant after 70. We're diving into the top three plant-based proteins science says can reduce arthritis pain and inflammation naturally. Plus, we'll share easy ways to add them to your meals. So grab a cup of tea and let's make those joints feel better. Protein number one, lentils, the inflammation-fighting powerhouse. Lentils might look humble, but they're a secret weapon against arthritis. These tiny legumes are packed with protein, fiber, and anti-inflammatory compounds like polyphenols. They help calm the inflammation that makes your joints swell and ache. The mistake. Many folks over 70 rely on red meat for protein, but too much meat can spike inflammation, making arthritis worse. Why it matters? Chronic inflammation is like a fire in your joints. It causes pain, stiffness, and even damages cartilage over time. Lentils put out that fire naturally. What science says: a study in the Journal of Rheumatology found that diets high in plant-based proteins like lentils reduced arthritis symptoms by 25% in older adults. That's a game changer. Real-life example. Meet Susan, a 74-year-old from Ohio. Her knees used to scream every morning. She swapped her nightly steak for lentil soup 3 times a week. Within a month, she was gardening again without wincing. How to use it. Start with a half cup of cooked lentils a few times a week. Try them in soups, salads, or as a side dish. Red or green lentils cook fast, no soaking needed, but hold on. The next protein is even easier to love. Stick around. Protein number two, tofu, the joint-soothing superstar. Tofu gets a bad rap sometimes, but it's a lifesaver for arthritis. Made from soybeans, tofu is rich in plant-based protein and isoflavones, which act like natural anti-inflammatories. It also has calcium to keep your bones strong. The problem: a lot of us skip plant-based proteins because we think they're bland or hard to cook. That's a mistake. Missing out on tofu means missing a chance to ease joint pain. Why it hurts. Arthritis thrives on inflammation. Without anti-inflammatory foods, your joints stay swollen, and simple tasks like opening a jar become torture. What science says. Research in arthritis care and research showed that soy-based diets lowered joint pain by 30% in seniors with osteoarthritis. That's huge for moving better. Real story. Take Robert, a 71-year-old from the UK. He could barely walk his dog because of hip pain. His daughter convinced him to try tofu stir fries. 6 weeks later, he's back to his daily walks, smiling like he's 60 again. How to use it. Eat about 4 ounces of tofu 3 times a week. Cube it for stir fries, blend it into smoothies, or grill it with spices. It takes on any flavor you add. Curious about the next one? This protein is probably already in your pantry. Protein 3, quinoa, the pain-relieving all-star. Quinoa isn't just a trendy grain, it's a complete protein with all 9 essential amino acids. It's loaded with magnesium and antioxidants, which relax muscles and reduce inflammation in your joints. The mistake. Many seniors stick to white rice or bread for carbs, but these can spike blood sugar, which fuels inflammation and worsens arthritis pain. Why it's critical. Inflammation and muscle tension go hand in hand with arthritis. Quinoa fights both, helping you move easier and feel less stiff. What science says. A study in Nutrition Journal found that quinoa's antioxidants reduced inflammation markers by 20% in older adults with joint pain. That's real relief. Real-life example. Linda, 76, from California, used to dread getting out of bed because of her arthritis. She started eating quinoa salads instead of rice. Now she's back to her yoga class feeling stronger every day. How to use it. Aim for a half cup of cooked quinoa 3 times a week. Use it in salads, as a breakfast porridge, or as a side with veggies. It's nutty and delicious. But that's not all. Let's talk about how to make these proteins work even better. Bonus tip number 1. Pair with anti-inflammatory spices. Want to supercharge these proteins? Add spices like turmeric and ginger. Turmeric's curcumin and ginger's gingerol are proven to reduce joint inflammation. The mistake. Many of us season food with just salt and pepper. That's missing a chance to fight arthritis with every bite. What happens? Without anti-inflammatory spices, your meals might not do enough to calm joint pain, leaving you reliant on meds. What science says, a study in pain medicine showed that turmeric reduced arthritis pain as effectively as some over-the-counter drugs. How to do it? Sprinkle a teaspoon of turmeric or grated ginger into your lentil soup, tofu stir fry, or quinoa salad. Add a pinch of black pepper to boost turmeric's power. Ready for another game changer? This next tip is so simple. Bonus tip number 2, stay hydrated for joint health. Here's a secret. Water is your joint's best friend. Staying hydrated keeps your cartilage lubricated and reduces stiffness. The problem? Many seniors don't drink enough water, thinking coffee or soda counts, but dehydration makes joints creakier and pain worse. Why it matters? Your joints need fluid to glide smoothly. Without it, arthritis symptoms flare up, making movement harder. Real story. John, 73, from Florida, thought he was drinking enough, but his arthritis kept him up at night. His doctor suggested 6 to 8 glasses of water daily. 2 weeks later, his knees felt looser and he slept better. How to do it? Aim for 1.5 to 2 liters of water daily. Keep a water bottle nearby and add lemon or cucumber for flavor if plain water feels boring. But there's one more trick to tie it all together. Bonus tip number 3, move gently every day. You don't need a gym to ease arthritis. Gentle movement like walking or stretching boosts blood flow to your joints, delivering those anti-inflammatory nutrients from lentils, tofu, and quinoa. The mistake: many of us avoid movement because it hurts, but staying still stiffens joints and worsens pain over time. Why it's key. Movement lubricates joints and reduces inflammation, amplifying the benefits of plant-based proteins. What science says: a study in arthritis and rheumatology found that 30 minutes of low-impact exercise daily reduced arthritis pain by 35% in seniors. Real-life example. Margaret, 78, from London, started with 10-minute walks after adding quinoa to her diet. Now she's up to 30 minutes and says her hands haven't felt this good in years. How to do it? Start with 10 to 15 minutes of walking, yoga, or stretching daily. Do it after meals to help digestion and joint health. So what's the big picture? Let's wrap this up. Let's bring it all together. All right, folks, let's recap. The top 3 plant-based proteins, lentils, tofu, and quinoa, are your ticket to soothing arthritis pain and inflammation naturally. Lentils fight inflammation with polyphenols, tofu eases joint pain with isoflavones, and quinoa relieves stiffness with magnesium and antioxidants. Add in anti-inflammatory spices, stay hydrated, and move gently every day to make these foods work even harder. You don't have to change everything overnight. Start small. Maybe swap one meat dish for lentil soup this week, or try a tofu stir fry. Drink an extra glass of water today. Take a short walk tomorrow. These little steps add up to big relief. Arthritis doesn't have to define your golden years. You deserve to move freely, sleep soundly, and enjoy life. Imagine gardening, playing with grandkids, or just getting out of bed without wincing. That's the life you're building, one bite at a time. Here's your challenge. Pick one of these proteins, lentils, tofu, or quinoa, and try it this week. Add a sprinkle of turmeric or a short walk. Then come back and tell me how you feel. You've got this. One last thing. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I'm here every week with tips to make your golden years your best years. Got a favorite protein or a story about arthritis relief? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if you want more ways to live pain-free, check out the video linked on the screen. See you next time.